Hello everybody, my name's Danloadable and welcome to another download file. Yes, I'm still calling it that, get over it. Today I'm going to be talking about, release dates getting messed around with, scheduling of online stuff, and just pissing around with what I like to call online restrictions. So I'm going to start this with the release date part of my gripes, and I'm going to kick it off with Dying Light, which I think came out on the 30th of January. Or at least it did if you got the digital version. For some reason, the physical copies, the actual frickin' hard copies, the ones that I pre-ordered in an actual physical shop, do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see why I'm annoyed? Got delayed to what people suspect is the end of this month, but nobody can give me a firm answer. It's like trying to nail down a ghost. It's annoying. It's particularly irritating when this was only announced about a week prior to it being out, so I was quite hyped, and then I found out it was delayed. But then I was confused to find out that the digital one was still happening, and I really couldn't figure out what was going on. I haven't read into it too much because you get conflicting sources, so there's not really much point because of the oversaturation you get online from all these news sites. But I have absolutely no idea why this has happened. Whether there was a cock-up with the box printing, somebody had drawn a knob on a zombie, I don't know. Whether it was something with the disc, I don't know. But it has been delayed and this has annoyed me. And this kind of leads me on to my next point. This is something that has been brought up by a number of different sources a fair amount recently, and it's developers rushing to get games out on time. I think Dying Light has been going for a while, but it seems as if this is something that could have been avoided if they'd have maybe focused on things and done it in their own time. I mean, you end up getting things like Battlefield 4. That was just so unfinished it beggars belief. You basically got a alpha for a full cost of the game. It was broken for I don't even think it's fixed. There's a reason EA got like the title of worst company or whatever, or, I don't know, Satan's bitch. It was a terrible game, it was broken, as far as I know it's still broken, and it seems to feed into this culture of, is it finished? No, fuck it, we'll patch it later. Back in the day you couldn't do that. On cartridges you had to ship it fully finished, or occasionally with things on the N64 I think you could send out an extra thing to force a hardware upgrade and add stuff onto it. But other than that you had to make sure it was done, otherwise you done fucked up and this was going to be permanently on your record. And it just irritates me that companies feel that it's acceptable to send out half-finished games and then patch them after the fact. No, send them out fixed. We're not paying for a chunk of a game, unless of course you buy Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, which that's a whole different kettle of fish. I mean, for fuck's sake, Silent Hill PT, the playable teaser, that was free. I got more gameplay out of that than I did Ground Zeroes, and you had to pay 30-40 quid for that. What the hell? I guess what I'm griping at here is companies seem to go one way or the other. They either send it out too early when it's not done, which, fuck you, or they set themselves some sort of unrealistic goal and then have to push it back and back and back. I mean, Duke Nukem Forever comes to mind. It's really quite annoying, and I don't get why. I'm going to stop going on about this because you get the point I'm trying to make. So, point whatever, I don't know how many I've touched on right now, it may have all bled into one big ragey ramble. What I dubbed online restrictions. What I mean by this is TV series and things that I actually really want to watch only being shown on online services such as Amazon Prime Instant Video and Netflix. People already pay for their internet connection, they already pay for TV licenses. Why have I got to pay for some other bloody subscription to watch some show? Oh yes, I know you get a 30-day free trial, but then if you're not on top of it, you're going to get charged through the nose for this other bloody service you don't want for like one TV show. The one that really sticks in my craw is Constantine. That is on Amazon Prime, I want to watch it, and I can't until it gets released on DVD, which is really fucking annoying, and it'll probably affect the ratings the damn thing's getting, and then it'll end up getting cancelled because the execs are fucking idiots, or some such. And then there's the Netflix exclusive, I think it's a Netflix exclusive if the adverts or anything to go by, show of Better Call Saul, the Breaking Bad spin-off. Breaking Bad was a pretty big show, so why the hell have you gone and done an online exclusive thing? I get that would be a lucrative thing for them, but it is restricting your market. It is a bad move, if you ask me. But what do I know? I'm only a consumer. I'm not some bigwig sitting in a big fancy chair going, screw the masses, give me more cake. I assume that's how these meetings go. I'm not entirely certain, I haven't looked in on it. Maybe because the show that would show that is on Netflix, which I refuse to buy. I'm not for a second saying that these are always a bad thing. If there's a game that they feel is finished and they send it out and it comes back with bugs, by all means, patch it if there was something that slipped under the net, yeah. If there's a show you feel would benefit from a companion show or a webisode or something extra, by all means, yes, but not something that should be a show in its own right. There would have been no difficulty getting a major network to take on a Breaking Bad spin-off. This is crazy, and why send out games that are unfinished is only going to do your developers and your publisher a disservice. It's annoying. I'm not going to sit here and say that the internet doesn't add so much to all different types of media. I mean, online gaming, expansions, downloadable content, all of these things, multiplayer, adding interactivity to TV shows, things that do have extra podcasts and webisodes and things like that. It adds a new depth to it. But I'm going to roll out the old trope of just because you can doesn't mean you should. Let's apply this to another commercial market. If you bought trousers, got home, and then found out that the arse had been left off, you would not be happy taking them back to the shop. And then for them to be going, oh yeah, we were going to add a seat to these trousers at a later date, we just figured we'd throw them out now. What that is barefaced cheek. I'm going to stop this particular rant here because there's only so many times I can beat it around the head before I start wishing I hadn't brought my best cudgel. It's starting to get a little bit messy. So hopefully, some of this might have resounded with someone out there. If you have a particular thought on this, pop a comment down below. I mean, I know there's a place for patching and online streaming and TV shows, but has it gone too far? Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this, pop a like on this video as well so I know to keep doing things like this. Comment, share, subscribe. Go on, subscribe, you know you want to. I might release a show on Netflix and then you can all yell at me about how I'm a hypocrite. I don't know where this particular sentence is going, so thanks for watching. Until next time, toodaloo.
This is kind of fun. I mean, I really can't argue, it was free. Yes! Such a pro. Such a psychopath, apparently.